Uh, it's been a couple of days, but I think I'm getting into a bit of a groove here where I think I'm pretty much going to give myself maybe Tuesday, Wednesday off, because I'm still a newbie at all this sort of stuff, and I still like to watch videos. I need to give myself some time to watch other people's videos, especially the guys who have subscribed to me. Thank you very much. I think it was 76 subscribers now since the weekend, so unbelievably, unexpectedly awesome. Thank you again. So I do like to try and comment, and I do subscribe back to everybody that I do get notifications for, and I do want to try and watch your videos, especially the other guys who are kind of in my boat, who are also starting out, trying to learn. And what I wanted to do with this, with my channel anyway, was get other people, especially if you're in the Brisbane area, southeast Queensland, you don't mind travelling a little bit, or I don't mind travelling either, is finding other people who are like me, who love all this sort of stuff, love getting outside, playing around, camping, and things like that, and we can share. I've met up with other groups in the past from other YouTube channels, and we've got chatting, and we've ended up meeting up, and I've got some really good friends. So I wanted to do that as well with the knife hunting, camping, sort of just whatever scene, even if we catch up for lunch, barbecues, or even just sit in a nice spot and just speak shit, I'm really keen for that. Same with, and that's what I wanted. I would love to use my channel as a platform for, it doesn't matter where you are, America, Canada, New Zealand, who cares? If you can see someone else in the comments there, say g'day to them, meet up with them. I've done it with Dean now, Orion, and I've done it with Pete Morrissey. So, and they've turned out to be, I think we're all happy, So you never know if you never go. So give it a shot. I know it's not always going to turn out to be successful friendships, but I've had more friendships than I haven't had any really major falling outs with anybody, So a few of us have drifted apart, and occasionally I'll send a message, or I'll get a message occasionally, and but there's some people that I've made real good bonds with, so give it a shot, guys. Anyway, Dean's done a couple of videos on his silky saws. He's picked up 2 pocket boys, and I didn't grab my pocket boy for this video. Anyway, he's mentioned in there that he wants to come and grab some wild fatwood, or go hunting fatwood with us, and come along, mate. I know we're in lockdown now, so who bloody knows, we'll probably never ever get to see each other ever again, but anyway, once this is all over and you've got access and you can get down here, mate, more than welcome. I don't mind if we head up your way, even, I don't care. Maybe coming down my way would be good first, because we've got an established little thing. The only thing with mine is you've got to carry everything for a long way. So sure, you'll be able to walk out with, we probably come out with 5 to 6 kilos. The American guys, it's probably 13-ish pounds. That's sort of about the comfortable limit, because you do have to carry stuff up there with you to harvest it. Plus, if you're going to carry a camera, if you want to make a video up there or whatever, I'm all for it, So just take that into account. We can go there, we can make a video, but because we have to carry everything, that limits how much we can bring back. So, anyway, I just wanted to show Dean and just everybody what I take when I go hunting for my fatwood. Mind you, some other people, you probably can take your car and a chainsaw right to your spot. I don't. I leave from my house and I walk, and it's about roughly 1 kilometre from my house. There's probably you know, quarter of a mile, 400 metres of roads and streets and houses that I walk past, and then we go into the track, and then, you know, another 600-ish, maybe 700 metres of bush tracks before we get to our little plot. So that's how I do it. But what I am thinking as well, I know up Dean's Way over the north side of Brizzy, especially over sort of Burpengary, Caboolture sort of places, I know there's and then even further north from there, there's pine forests all up through there. But I have noticed there's old pine plantations that are now turned into housing estates, and there's pine trees and bits and pieces all over the show just on the side of the road. So, you know, we can potentially go there, and that's where we might be able to get bigger chunks and put them straight into our car. But anyway, we'll cross that road when we get to it. I feel like I'm so far behind. There's so many things that I wanted to talk about, but like I said, I've been shopping, and like Donovan and Seaboff have been talking to those guys about how my charade that I bought 2 weeks ago, or thereabouts, was the first knife that I bought this year. Well, since then, I've been going a bit crazy. I've got a tops knife coming, and fingers crossed it'll get here tomorrow. That's after watching one of Chuck and Steele's videos. So very looking forward to that. And then after doing a bit of carving the other day, making these, my first little effort at tent pegs and things like that, and I was just playing around while I was sitting up at our little bush plot up there, using my fin hawk, which worked really well. Then I had to go on my mate's, what is it? It's a Condor Bush Law Mini, and it was already quite a used blade, and it was getting near blunt. But he told me to go give it a thrash on some of these hard sticks, and just to see whether we'd chip the Scandi grind on that thing, which I didn't. But what I found is I didn't do a whole heap of work with it, and because it was blunt, I was actually pushing so hard that I actually took some skin off the end of my thumb. I was pushing on the 90-degree spine that hard to try and carve what I wanted to carve. So I gave up on that. That got me thinking while I was at work on Monday morning. I was seeing those little cold steel tough lights, and they've got that sheep's foot sort of a blade with the big choils on there and jimping on the top, and it looks like, you know, I was imagining I could really get my thumb over the top of that little sheep's foot and like really sort of like do some good sort of carving. So anyway, lunchtime came around Monday, and I want to stuff it. I rang me local, and I lay-pied myself one of those, and then I thought, I'll stuff it while I'm there. I'll get one of the fin wolves. So now I've got a fin wolf and the tough light coming. Get home from work Monday, type in, sorry, might have been Tuesday, or was it? Anyway, type in fin hawk. First thing that comes up, Donnie B. So I watched that, you know, blah blah blah, good on you, Donnie. Then after I watch a couple of fin hawk videos, fin wolf, sorry. Then after watching a few of those videos, then I type in cold steel tough light, Donnie B. Again, first video that pops up. So legend, mate, you know, every time I want to look at something that's cold steel or whatever, I type it in there, Donnie B all day. So good on you, champ. And after watching Donnie's videos, man, it looks like it's going to do exactly what I thought it's going to do. I think it's going to be a great little carver. It's something I can have in my pocket, or this one doesn't have a top shirt pocket, but you know, it's going to be handy, and when I'm up the bush there, I can just do whatever I want. I think it's going to work out really good. So, I've been buying a little bit of stuff this week. I've got a whole heap of sharpening gear after having a big hard on the other day after doing my first successful stone sharpening, and I was able to shave with it. I went out and bought some cheap China stones, but I know I'm not going to get them until next week, and I just couldn't help it. One of the knife shop in Brisbane, over the north side, over at Stafford there, they had a special on sharpening stones, claiming 40 to 53% off. So I jumped in, I bought some of theirs, and I thought, well, I want it by this weekend. So I paid for a courier, and after the debacle I had the other week with taking 9 days to get 4 streets away and paying express shipping as well, I forgot to mention that in the video. I thought, well, I'm not stuffing around with that anymore. I'm just going to pay I think it's $30 or something like that straight up, but I get it in 1 day. So I've done it. The missus is bringing it home from work today. I got it sent to her work. She works in receiving dispatch at her work, and yeah, so I'll be getting that shortly. May do another video later on. Again, I've talked too much, and I haven't got to talk about everything on the table. I'll finish it here, and I may break this up into a couple of little videos. So, and I've got a couple of shout outs too for the next video, which I might do that in a minute. Thanks, guys.